What would you do if you were turned down on a promotion? Would you say, oh, well, I guess I didn't have the skill set. Let me find out what it takes and, build myself up to make it next time? Or would you say, it's because I'm black. It's because I'm a woman. It's because I don't schmooze up to, it's because, what's the first thought that comes to mind? Reason I ask that is because facts are facts. Things that people do are never personal, even when they're personal. But how we think and react to circumstances, to triggers, is what determines whether or not we will get over that bump on the road or actually just remain there, set up camp, and settle down. My name is Modesta Mahiga. I'm Africa's leadership coach, and you're watching Modesta.Africa TV. I've started this series on identity. Who do you think you are? Because many of us are carrying identities that are not entirely true about who we are. We're holding on to tags, labels of where we came from, our parents, our lineage, our tribe, our country, our color, all kinds of things that do not serve us in the workplace. So this instance that I just gave an example of, would you be positive and say, okay, thank you for the feedback. I'd like to learn what went wrong, where I fell short so I can do better next time? Or would you think, they have their own people, this is just, they're making a mockery of these interviews. They're not even real. They already know who they want. They've already profiled the kind of people they're taking on, and I don't fit that profile. How you think determines whether or not you're going to get through. Now, I have a story from Carla Harris. I actually saw this on LinkedIn Connect, so you guys can go watch that video too. Carla Harris, vice president of Morgan Stanley, tells us that when she was just starting out on Wall Street, she got feedback that she wasn't tough enough for the role that she was aspiring for. Now, Carla Harris says her nature is that she is very tough. So she didn't respond by saying, what does he know? I know who I am, so. Nor did she respond by saying, probably, he's probably using that as an excuse to count me out because of my color, because she happens to be African American, or, because I'm a woman. But instead, this is how she thought, and I just love this. She said, what if what he is seeing is true? I know I'm tough, but what if I'm actually portraying a Carla that is not? And God forbid, what if other people perceive me the same way? That then means, because as you may know, Wall Street, really high pressured work environment. And so if they don't feel like she has what it takes, then she will never grow in that role. So she took it unto herself to so communicate that she has the grit and she is tough enough, has the resilience, and the fortitude to be able to take on any role, that within 90 days, tough was one of the words that was used to describe her. Look at that. I want you to consider this, and please answer this question on the comments. Have you ever reacted emotionally, strongly to feedback at work that now, when you think back, you feel was a little over the top and you could have responded differently? Have you ever reacted emotionally in a work context that now when you think about it, you could have responded differently? Reason I'm asking you that is you were probably reacting from an identity and labels you had of yourself rather than the neutral facts and assessment of your work or your behavior that you were receiving. And I want you to always know this. It is never personal, even if it's personal. I have heard of people who were flogged, who were spat on, who were sabotaged, who were openly insulted, that responded differently. I'm not saying, be a doormat, just let people, walk all over you. But I am saying your identity, who you perceive yourself to be, and the labels you've attached to what access, what levels, what opportunities are open to people such as you have a greater determinant of your success or lifelong struggle in work and life. And we need to address it in this series. So if this has moved you, please subscribe and turn on notifications. I am going to continue on this theme of identity so that we can get the tips, the tools, the strategies, and absolutely work on the mindset of who we think we are and what we think we're capable of or have access to, so that we can stand as globally competitive African leaders that are driving Africa's global ascent. Thank you.